an independent office, and we have to facilitate justice and present the evidence that we have against each and every person that is before this court. The responsibility is not communal. Each person will bear personal responsibility for any act that is seen or proven to have been done. In line with that, Your Honor, and in addition to the fact that we have evolution of law and acts since 2012, whereby you do not need to be affiliated to any terrorist group for you to commit terrorist act. A case in point, Your Honor, are the lone wolves. The lone wolves radicalize themselves online and mobilize people to violence without a clear group affiliation or guidance. Do we have a lone wolf before this court? That is an answer that we can only get after the court looks at the evidence that is before them. I cede a few minutes here to Mr. Kamau, then Mr. Kamau to his own group. Thank you.
Your Honor, the question before court, good morning, Your Honor. Good morning. And everyone else in the court. Good morning. Your Honor, I know this is a very serious court that deals with terrorism and counter-terrorism issues and transnational organized crimes. I don't know why people are so tense. The question before court is not very hard, Your Honor. The question before court is whether the DPP, in exercising its decision to charge, did it within the law and the limits of the law. Your Honor, Section 2 and the provision that has been highlighted by counsel, it also has a counter provision. And the counter provision is that, first of all, that provision limited persons being prosecuted for terrorism if acts were done during protests and demonstrations. However, the provision continues to say, if these acts shall use violence against persons, if these acts shall endanger human life and the safety of the public, if they create great risk to the health and the safety of the public, and also result to damage of property, they shall squarely fall within the meaning of a terrorist act. Your Honor, the charge sheet before you on the particulars clearly demonstrates that there was damage to property, serious damage to property, as has been highlighted by counsel. Area. Your Honor, the Parliament Article 7 to reign terror and to commit acts of terrorism when there's a scenario of demonstration. And you're on what is happening, of people taking advantage of protest and demonstration. We are trying to show the court that indeed these are terrorist acts because they were done this guideline was given to a prosecutor. That when a prosecutor it can be checked. But how can we check it? We can only check whether DPP exercised this right . And this right is not
Your Honor,